Hello guys, it's Kristen bringing you another reading today. Today we're going to do a twin flame reading as promised. I'm going to try and make it last about 30 to 45 minutes. But before we get into that, as usual, if you guys are interested in following me on Facebook or Instagram, that information is down below. As well, if you'd like to donate to the channel for doing these readings, you can do so through the PayPal link in the description box below. Okay, so before we start, what I wanted to say here is I just wanted to bring up a few things, okay, because I have been on this journey now, this twin flame journey, for several years. I've been on this journey for 15 years, okay? So I have a lot of experience when it comes to the way things work out and how they go on this journey, okay? So what I wanted to suggest to you guys, for one, when you are connected to a twin flame, you cannot break that bond, okay? It will always be there. It will always be in the background of your life, okay? You guys are never completely detached from that person, okay? You may find other relationships or other connections that you end up going into, that make you content, but you will still feel connected to your twin flame regardless, okay? Even if it's kind of in the back of your mind, they will always be there. But what I did want to suggest, because I feel that a lot of you are probably going through what I've went through, or what I still sometimes do go through, and what that is this attachment to this person, okay? When you're constantly focused on this person, it's going to drive you literally crazy, okay? It is going to make you miserable, for one. It's going to make you very depressed, very sad, and that you are not able to enjoy life without this person. So when you get into that state, now if you are wanting to somewhat detach from that energy, it is absolutely possible, okay? And I'm going to tell you some things on how to do that, some steps on what you can do, okay? For one, if you are constantly watching this person, if you are constantly checking up on them on social media, you absolutely need to stop doing that, because the more we connect to our twin flames energy, the stronger it does become. So you need to detach yourself and detach the desire to do that, okay? You just need to stop, okay? Even if you feel that pull or that desire to check up on them, you need to stop yourself. Okay, second thing is, if you're constantly doing readings on this person, when are they going to come back into my life? What are they up to? What's going on in their lives? Okay, if you're constantly checking up on them through psychic means, through like tarot or oracle cards, okay, you need to stop doing that. Again, that is going to keep you attached to your twin flame. Okay, you need to stop checking up on them. If you're doing this several times a day, you need to minimize that. You need to start doing it less and less until you do not do that anymore, okay? Or you do that very infrequently. The other thing is too, so we discussed doing readings on this person. We discussed checking their social media. Okay, the other thing is, if you're constantly visualizing them in your mind and you're fantasizing about them in a sexual way, okay, you need to stop that as well. You need to try and direct your focus onto someone or something else. The other thing too is, you find that this person is constantly coming into your mind. You'll get to the point where you can actually sense when they are thinking about you, because you won't be thinking about them at all, but they will pop into your mind at random times, okay? That's them thinking about you. They're connecting with your energy. And so at that stage in the game, Okay, for one, you need to stop thinking about them yourself. And if you find they're thinking about you and they're popping into your mind, and you know that they're thinking about you because you can sense it on an energetic level, then you need to absolutely shut that down. Okay, this is just my personal experience, my advice. Um, yeah, you just need to direct your focus elsewhere. So anytime you think about them or they pop into your mind, you need to catch it first, and then you need to direct your focus elsewhere. Okay, so you need to completely just try and think about something else, try and shut them out of your mind, and just focus on your own self and your own life and your own healing and growth. Okay, you want to put the focus back on yourself, and you want to detach from your twin flame. Okay, this is going to assist you immensely. Okay, because when we are so attached to our twin flame, it causes a great deal of suffering for us. Okay, because we're longing for them. You know, we can't move on with our lives because we're so stuck on this one person. The other thing too is to not feel like they're the sole person that you will end up with or be with. Okay, you need to explore other connections, other relationships, other men or women that are interested in you, even if it feels foreign to you, even if it feels a little uncomfortable at first. If you have the slightest attraction in somebody else, or they have an attraction to you, you need to open yourself up to it. If you are attracted to that person, okay, you need to allow something to happen physically, sexually, emotionally, and mentally with another human being. Okay, your twin flame is not the sole person that you can have a happy experience with. You can have other happy experiences with other people, even if it's not to the level of your twin flame or your soulmate. Okay, but you can still be somewhat or generally the majority content with another individual. Okay, and as you progress with someone else, you may still have your twin flame in the back of your mind, but it won't be as strong. Okay, because you will be focused on somebody else that's in front of you. Okay, and just being with that person, you know, you're going to focus more on that person. All right, so I hope you guys, I hope that helped you guys. You know, write me some comments if you do struggle with this yourself. Trust me, I've been through this for years, off and on. I've dealt with this. It's very hard at times. I still deal with it, but I have to remind myself what to do and what not to do, okay? Because when I focus on my twin flame, and I can't focus on anything else, then I cause myself a great deal of suffering and depression. Okay, and we don't want that. Nobody should have to feel that way about their life because they can't be with somebody. All right, so just wanted to throw that out there. The other thing too, one more thing I just remembered, if you guys are watching readings constantly from other readers on twin flames, okay, of course I'm doing one now, but if you are constantly watching other psychics do twin flame readings and you're watching those twin flame readings constantly day in and day out, you need to stop doing that. You need to do it less, okay, so that you're not feeling as attached to your twin flame and you're not feeling as triggered. So you want to minimize that. If it is in fact making you more attached to your twin flame, you want to minimize watching those videos from readers that do twin flame readings. Okay. The other thing too is the reason why I've been stepping back a bit from the twin flame readings is because I find when I do my own readings on twin flames and I do them on a regular basis, I am keeping myself attached to my twin flame, and I no longer want to do that. It's causing me a great deal of suffering and misery. So I am incorporating other readings into my channel. Okay, so that is why, if you guys were wondering why I'm not doing as many twin flame readings constantly like I was before, that is the reason why. All right, so detach from other readings, other readers, twin flame readings. do like not what like try not to watch them as often, okay, or at all if you can do that. As well as if you are a reader and you're doing a lot of twin flame readings and you find that it's keeping you attached to your twin flame, maybe consider doing less twin flame readings. All right, so hopefully that helped you guys today. I just wanted to put that out there. Like I said, I've been on this journey a very, very long time, and I've had a lot of experience along my journey of what works and what doesn't, what to do, what not to do, okay? You need to put the focus back on yourself, back on your healing, back on your growth, back on your own life, okay? Without this person, you need to accept that they are not with you at this time. Doesn't mean that they will not come back into your life at a later date, okay? Doesn't mean you can't reach out in 2 years from now or 3 years from now or months from now, or that your twin flame won't reach out in the future, okay? This is just to say, right now, if you are suffering, if you are staying attached to this person, it's time to release that, okay? Release that energy that's keeping you bound and unhappy and miserable and depressed, okay? And like you feel like you're gonna die sometimes, all right? Just a little pep talk. All right, so I hope you guys benefited from this conversation. And now we're going to do the reading. So if you guys aren't too turned off, stick around and we'll go into some messages from your DM. All right. Okay. We're going to do a quick cleanse. All right. So I'm going to do a bit of an outline today. We're going to be doing this outline on your divine masculine. And I'm not going to focus on the feminine today. I'm just going to focus on the masculine solely because it's been a while since I've done a reading like this. So we're going to go into it and see what happens. If I do feel the need to add divine feminine at some point, I will. But as of right now, I don't feel the need to. So let's go ahead and we'll get started. Okay, so currently, where are the divine masculines in their heart space towards their feminines? Spirit, please. For my viewers on YouTube that are in twin flame connections, where are the DMs in their heart space right now? Okay, we have She Who Becomes. Metamorphosis, Transcend Journey. Okay, please clarify this in the heart space. Seven of Water. Okay, so for the masculines right now, I do feel like they're going through a period of transformation within their own lives, okay? They're going through a shift in their energy. You know, they're ascending, they're awakening, they're growing. And I feel in their heart space, because of this growth that they're doing and all these changes that are happening within them, they are kind of unable really to be certain about the feminine right now, okay, because they're not completely in alignment with themselves. Like I said, they are going through a transformation. So because they are not completely in alignment with themselves, they're feeling a little bit uncertain about the connection with their feminine, okay? Their heart may not fully be into the connection right now with their feminine at this time, and that's because they're trying to find themselves, okay? So this is, they're trying to figure out what their wants are and what their desires are in this life, okay? What kinds of things or people or places, you know, things that what do they want in their lives? What do they want for them? Who are they? Okay, and so because of all this transformative energy, they're a little bit unsure right now in their heart space of where they feel with regards to their feminine, okay? So they're not currently making any kind of a decision towards their feminine right now. They are just feeling very, they're just focusing within, okay? So now, how are they thinking about their feminine in their mind space? She who is present, Therese. Now, awareness and acceptance. Okay, so they are accepting a situation here. They've gone through a period of acceptance, okay? Maybe it has been some time that you guys have been disconnected from each other. And maybe initially from the separation, they were struggling with this and having a hard time with it. But they've gotten to a point now mentally where they're feeling more at peace with the separation, okay? They've went through a lot of the pain of the detachment with their feminine. And so now in their mind space, you know, they're in a state of just being present in their own lives, okay? Being aware of their own surroundings and accepting what has transpired here between the feminine and the masculine. Can we get a clarifier, please, about this? Clarify this. She who is present for the masculine in their mind space. Yeah, again, like I said, you guys, so they're, you know, they could be learning things right now. They could just be, like I said, they're going through some kind of growth. So they're really just focusing on working on themselves. Okay, this could be in many different ways. They could be gaining knowledge, you know, and learning different things. They could be just focused on their career or their job if they're, you know, learning new things at work. Yeah, I feel like they're just going through a period of self-discovery and self-growth within themselves. And so they're very focused on their own surroundings and on whatever skills or self work that they may be doing, okay, in order to better themselves here. Okay, spiritually, how are the masculines feeling towards the feminines? Spiritually. She who guides, Maputla, new path, guide, renewal. Okay, so your the connection that you've had with your masculine, okay, in the past, this has really set the fire within himself, okay, in order to take these steps in order to grow and to transform and change. You have been the catalyst. Your presence in his life has been the catalyst in order for him to do his own personal healing and his own personal growth and self-discovery. So this connection that you guys have had, he is now feeling the effects of this connection, and it is causing him to go within and make the changes and do the healing that is necessary, okay? And he sees you as his guide, okay? Spiritually, you know, he sees you as his guide on this new path of renewal, of renewing himself as a person, okay? Of reinventing himself. He definitely feels that spiritual connection to you, and he sees you as a guide because for a lot of you, you know, you have done that healing work. You have progressed along your path. You've already went through the difficult times and you've overcome certain things. and you've grown as a person, okay? You've flourished, and um, you're growing into the person that you're meant to be, okay? And you're going along that light path. And so the masculine sees you as very much in the light, okay? And he sees you as his guide leading him on his path to self-discovery, okay? He might be following in your footsteps. He might be doing certain things that are similar to you, okay? In order to get to this place that you've gotten to. He's slowly working on those, working on improving himself, okay? And he is seeing you as his teacher, as his guide, okay, in order to get there and to do it. So if he is watching you, or you've had some kind of positive impact on his life with certain things you've said to him in the past, or actions that you've taken with him to show him that things don't have to be a certain way, life can be different, okay, he is taking all that stuff into consideration. He is waking up to that, and he is looking at things in a different perspective, okay? Because you've shown him that different perspective. So I definitely feel like you are his guide, you are his teacher. Okay, let's see what the masculines are surrendering at this time within their lives. Okay, surrendering to trust. So they're beginning to trust. Trust yourself and your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. So it does say, not to be swayed by other people's opinions, but I feel like that is more, he's trying not to be swayed so much by other people's opinions that are surrounding him with regards to his life. Maybe in the past he's listened to family members, he's listened to friends too much, and he hasn't made his own decisions about what he wants in this lifetime, what he wants to do on his journey or on his path. So I feel like he's going off now on his own, and he's, like I said, he's discovering his own self, okay, his true self. And he is doing that with the assistance of you, okay, you being his teacher and his guide, okay. So he is trusting this process more. He is surrendering to this. He's surrendering to trusting where this is leading him. Maybe there was some resistance in the past, but he's more open now to the changes that he's making in his life and within himself. Okay, and making his own decisions versus relying maybe on others to make decisions for him. Okay. Surrender to your belief in scarcity. The universe is asking you to be open to the infinite nature of abundance. In this way, you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams. Okay, so he is looking at his life differently now, okay, where maybe he's seen that he didn't have a lot, or he was lacking in some kind of way. He's now looking at everything in a different perspective. He's having this realization to be grateful for what he does currently already have. And he realizes, that by being grateful for all that he has, it's going to attract more to him, and it's going to bring more to him. So he is, what I'm getting to with this is maybe he looked down upon himself for not having all that he expected that he should have when it comes to financial and money and career and all that. Okay, maybe he didn't have all those material things that he wanted or expected for himself at a certain point. And so because of this in the past, it really made him feel unworthy. And so now, he's realizing that he needs to just accept and embrace where he's at this moment in time. And, that the future, if he's accepting and grateful for what he has now, he does he does see himself in a higher regard now, and he sees this as, um, that if he's grateful now for what he has, that it opens him up to more, to receive more from the universe, okay? So he is releasing that belief system about himself where he was feeling like he was lacking in certain areas, or he wasn't good enough because he didn't have all those material things, or he wasn't at a certain level financially or career-wise. So he is starting to let that go now. And he's starting to listen more to his intuition. Tune into your inner voice. Be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or aha moments that come through and guide you. So I feel like the masculine is now, he's surrendering more to his heart space. Okay, he's actually listening to his heart, and he's letting it guide him more. Where he was very shut down from this. He was very shut down from his heart, from his intuition, and now he's trying to trust more. He's surrendering to his path, and he's trusting, he's following his heart. Okay, whereas before, he didn't follow his heart. He was very closed off in his heart space, and he didn't feel worthy. He felt less than because he didn't have the material things that he wanted, or he felt less than compared to other people that maybe had those things. So he is surrendering to his heart space, his intuition. He's letting go of the old belief systems with regards to scarcity, okay, of not having enough. And he's surrendering and trusting his path, and that he is going towards um, bigger and better things here, okay? And that his perspective before really affected his life, and now he's realizing it's a matter of shifting his perspective and looking at things differently, okay? So he's beginning to look at things differently, and he does see his feminine as a guide, okay? Because he sees her doing well, and maybe he knows that she's had difficult times too, and she's been in places in the past where she went through similar things that he did, okay? Or she was at a certain spot in her past, like maybe he was, and he's seen the work that she's done, and he's seen her grow and change and evolve, and so he sees her as a guiding light in order to allow him to get where he needs to go. Okay, but again, because of all these shifts and all these transformations in the heart space, he is a little uncertain right now what he does want with the feminine, because he is very much focused on himself. And like I said, he's just really in the present moment, just really accepting where things are at currently right now, and just going about his own business. Okay, so let's go into how the masculine is feeling about you. How are the masculines feeling about the feminines right now? Overall general energy, please, for the collective. How are the masculines feeling? We did get in the heart space. He's a little uncertain at the moment with regards to his feelings, but we're going to get some more information about that. The other thing, too, I'm getting in his heart space is he may not even see as you being an option with regards to love right now, okay, because he's either possibly in another situation, or it's been so much time has passed that you guys have maybe been separated for a while now, and so he's not really thinking about that connection or that relationship that you had at this time, because because so much time has passed. Okay, he does maybe think about you from time to time, but right now when it comes to love, there's some uncertainty there, or he might have other options too. He might have other options of people surrounding him with regards to love, and that's why you are not the sole focus in his life, okay? He could be with somebody else, or he might be, um, he might have other options. You might be talking to other women or something like that, okay? So we have, when I said, how's he feeling towards you, we have wild guess. So he doesn't know. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. I feel, okay, it says here, keep them guessing. Sometimes the game of uncertainty can create the response you need to become unpredictable. Change it up and keep them on their toes. So yeah, because he might not even know where you're at, what you're doing in your life. Like I said, it could have been some time that has passed since you guys last spoke or seen each other. And so he could be feeling towards you as if he has no idea what's going on with you. He doesn't know where you're at. He doesn't know if you're seeing someone else. He doesn't know if you're dating somebody. Okay, he doesn't really know what's going on. Okay, there's some era of mystery. Okay, so when he does tap into your energy, when he maybe does think about you or you cross his mind, he might think, oh, I wonder what she's up to, or I wonder what she's doing these days, or where she's at and what's going on in her life. Okay, there's some uncertainty there. I feel like some of you guys may have really cut your masculines off completely, and this could even be through blocking, or you may have deleted them off on your Facebook or something. You may have blocked them, and so they can't even find out what's going on with you, even if they wanted to or tried, because you've completely detached and eliminated them from your life. Okay, so how else are they feeling? How else are masculines feeling towards the feminines? Too desperate. Learn when to walk away to avoid looking desperate. People want what they can't have. If you make yourself unavailable, you will have them wanting you. So I feel like this is kind of funny, but I feel like some of you have maybe made yourself look too desperate with regards to your masculine. Maybe when you connected, when you were in a relationship or you were dating or something, when you were in union at some point, you made maybe yourself too available and made yourself very desperate looking, okay? Maybe you were very clingy, very needy with your masculine, okay? So some of the masculines are thinking that, or they're feeling that way towards you. They're thinking that, that you come across as desperate, okay? Because you were maybe chasing after them, or doing things kind of where you were sh showing these behaviors of being too clingy or needy when they were around, okay? So, but, first, I feel for some, okay, maybe you've stopped doing this behavior because you're not with your masculine anymore, okay? And because of that, he could be wondering what's going on with you, because time has passed and you're not you're not reaching out to him anymore. You're not contacting him anymore. So he could be in this energy of uncertainty. Like he doesn't know where you're at, what you're doing, who you're with, who you're talking to. So it's like a wild guess. Okay, maybe you just disappeared out of his life, and so that could actually be creating um, some uncertainty here. Okay. So yeah, what I'm going to tell you guys is that some of you guys that were acting this way with your masculine, you were acting very desperate, and you've pulled back, okay? Maybe not the ones that are still acting this way with their masculine, okay? If you still are in contact with your masculine, you're acting very clingy and needy. I don't feel like this is the message for you. This is the ones that were very clingy and needy and desperate when they were in their masculine's presence, okay? And now that you guys are in separation, you haven't spoken or seen each other in a while, and that there's that separation and that distance between you guys, and that no contact, okay? The masculine is now wondering what happened to you, okay? It is making him think about you, because there's this energy of being too in his face and around him all the time, and wanting him to the nothingness now of that no contact. So I am going to tell you that this energy is making him think about you, okay? It's making him wonder about you, okay? So he could be reflecting on the past a little bit, because that energy has vanished. So now it's like it's making him wonder what happened to you, what, you know, where you're at, what you're doing. Okay. Okay, what does Divine Masculine currently want right now with you, Feminine? Okay, so we have keep hush. So yeah, I feel like, you know, even if he is wondering a bit about you and you're coming to his mind because of the lack of contact here, he is deciding to stay quiet here. He is deciding to keep hush at this time, okay? It says, careful who you trust at this time. Not everyone needs to know your business. Make silent moves towards success. So again, I feel like he's just making moves towards his own success in his life, and he is keeping quiet. So you may not be hearing from him. He may not be reaching out. Okay, he's sticking in his own lane here, and he's keeping quiet. He's not contacting you. Okay, and that's not to say that he doesn't want to, but you know, he is right now, what he's wanting is to just not have the contact at this moment in time, okay? It doesn't mean the future won't change, but right now, what he wants is to just focus on his own goals, okay? And so he may not want to reach back out and have another chance with you right now at this time, okay? He may not want to reconnect for whatever reason, okay? Maybe he feels like it's going to be a distraction in his life, and he doesn't want to go there right now. You know, he's not ready, okay? And okay, let's see what energy your masculine may be feeling from you. If you're sending out any kind of energy, what kind of energy is the masculine getting from the feminine? What kind of energy is he receiving? Okay, so what he does sense, okay, this, if he's aware of what is going on in your life, or he doesn't, but he just gets a feeling, okay, the feeling that he's getting is, you know, he feels that you're doing well for yourself, okay, overall, okay, he does see you as someone that is, hold on, I'm gonna get a clarifier for this. Okay, how does the masculine sense the feminine energetically? Okay, this is really funny, but this is actually what I'm getting. So energetically, you know, he is, okay, first of all, if he knows what's going on in your life, okay, if he's watching you, then what I am sensing is, you know, he is looking at you, he is seeing what you're doing with your life, what you're working on, okay, and maybe if you're showing off, okay, for example, if you're showing off your progress or something, he energetically is getting that this is a show, okay? He's not easily fooled by this, okay? And he may see that you are doing well for yourself, but he's seeing that you may be exaggerating on your progress, okay? Or whatever you're displaying, okay? He's not easily fooled. He knows that you could be putting on a bit of a front, okay? Especially if you were acting very desperate with him and then all of a sudden you went MIA, okay? He knows that there's something here that, you know, that he knows that he's not easily fooled by this energy. He knows that um, he kind of knows it's just a show, okay? So he energetically can sense that there's more going on than what meets the eye, that maybe you're not doing as well as you portray yourself to be, okay? He knows that you are battling internally, you're going through something right now. So he could be energetically sensing that. If he's not if he's not watching you on any kind of social media, okay? And if he is, then he is seeing past that illusion. He knows that you are not doing as well as you portray yourself to be, okay? Even if you are showing that you maybe have moved on or that you're very focused on your life, he can intuitively sense that it's not all what it's cracked up to be and that you are still having struggles, okay? Without him in your life or just in your life in general. Okay, he is sensing that. So let's see now what one thing he wishes he could do differently about the past with you, okay? About your connection. What is your masculine wish he could do differently? What is the masculine wish he could do differently? Okay, so we have rule your domain. Be the queen of your domain. Don't sit behind the scenes and give away your power. Accept who you are, what you want, and make no apologies for it. So I feel this is telling me the one thing that your masculine wishes that he could do is he wishes that he could have stood up in his power, okay? He wishes that he could have accepted himself, okay, when he was around you. He wishes he could have accepted the connection and his feelings for you, what he wanted, and that was you. He wishes he could have, you know, he wishes that he could have had this connection with you, okay? But he was feeling weak and vulnerable at the time or fearful, okay? And so he wasn't able to go after that which is what he wanted, which was you, okay? He didn't have the strength for whatever reason, or he was afraid. He let his fears take over. He may have been concerned about what other people would think, okay, of your connection. He was afraid to be vulnerable. He was afraid to share his true self with you and his feelings. He was afraid to express his feelings and himself. Yeah, we have the Chariot in reverse. So yeah, he wasn't able to make this connection happen with you. He wasn't able to achieve he wasn't able to achieve this lasting connection with you. Okay, he got fearful, he ran from it, okay, instead of going towards it, instead of chasing it, instead of having the willpower, the strength, and the discipline in order to make it happen with you, okay, to achieve this with you, to achieve this relationship with you. Okay, so let's see what the masculine wishes he could have said to you back then. What is the masculine wish that he could have conveyed to you when you guys were together? Oh, I got too many here. What is the masculine wish that he could have conveyed to you in the past? Okay, so we have rainy day. It may feel like a rainy day and things may appear slow. Don't worry, after a rainy day, the sun always shines again. Next time you'll be better prepared and you'll breeze through it. So what I feel like he wishes he could have said to you back then is that he wishes he could have had a do-over with you, okay? He wishes that he could have, approached you differently. He could have done things differently, okay, with you know, whatever he did at the time or whatever actions he took or he said, he wishes he could have a do-over of that. He wishes that he would have reacted differently, taken action differently, said things differently, okay? He wishes that he could have had that chance with you. He wishes that he would have been strong and, worked through whatever you guys needed to work through in order to make it happen. But, you know, it is what it is, right? Things happened as they did at the time. But he, I feel like what he's saying now is that, things were difficult in the past, okay? But it was just like how he felt at the time, okay? He doesn't feel that way anymore. If there was a do-over now, he feels that things would be different, okay? He was just having maybe, not to say a bad day, but maybe he was going through, some things at the time, okay? But now he is feeling definitely different about the situation, okay? He, I feel, would be better prepared right now if you guys were to have the chance to come back into union, that he would feel better prepared in order to give you what you need, what you want, okay, in order to have the strength to stand in his power, to open himself up, okay, to tell you what he wants, to tell you his feelings, okay, and to stand strong in that. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to close up the reading. Thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Please give it a thumbs up, share it, or subscribe to my channel if you guys did enjoy the video. And I will talk to you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.